Community has places that hold its memory, places that remember what came before and quietly shape what comes next. In Burleson, Texas, that place is Russell Farm. The story begins in 1874 when Dr. Robert Russell and his wife, Martha Glenn Russell, made their home in the Marystown community of Johnson County. Dr. Russell built a country store and practiced medicine, but 2 years later he passed away, leaving Martha alone with 5 young children and an uncertain future.
And what gets me is she and the children moved in Christmas Eve of 1877. I just think out here in the winter and when it's cold, and here she was on 540 acres. And what do you do with it?
To manage the land, Martha opened the farm to settlers, families who could raise their children here while sharing in the labor. It was a practical decision, but it was also something more. It was a community taking root. Martha Russell lived out the rest of her life on this land. She died on February 7, 1931, and was buried beside her husband in the Marystown Cemetery. In 1977, 100 years after Martha first moved her family in, her grandson, Russell Lace, entered the property into the Texas Family Land Heritage Program, which honors farms that have remained in continuous family operation for at least a century. To keep that heritage alive, Martha and Russell Lace chose their nephew, Charlie Boren, to carry the legacy forward. Charlie and his wife, Louise, moved to the farm in 1979.
Gigi and Russell never had children of their own, and my father was one of their nephews whom they loved, and that's how my parents came to come up here to Russell Farm when Gigi and Russell were elderly and couldn't keep the farm up any longer. Daddy created it, took it from being a working farm. When they moved up here, it was just a working farm. There was very little here other than cattle roaming and the buildings. And Mother and Dad worked from 79 through the years, but Daddy, with his art and his wood sculpture, wanted to focus on bringing art and growing art in the community of Burleson.
Charlie Boren brought to Russell Farm a new vision. For over 30 years, Charlie devoted himself to the artistic mastery of wood sculpture, studying with masters from around the world. Through decades of study and experience, he developed a singular style. His work has been exhibited in museums and galleries across Texas and held in private collections from around the world. He also created a studio in which he taught students his techniques.
What they would do is Dad would be out here with his students, and he had a Bose radio playing classical music, and that's what he would do when he would have students out here doing the finishing touches for the pieces that they were working on.
Just as Martha Glenn Russell had opened up her land to newcomers looking for a place to work and raise a family, Charlie and Louise continued in that same spirit, founding the Russell Farm Art Center as a place where creativity and community could belong to everyone. In 2011, Charlie Boren gifted the Russell Farm Art Center to the city of Burleson. He passed away on September 5th, 2018, but the place he shaped and the spirit he poured into it lives on.
My parents donated Russell Farm, the 30 acres at the time, Russell Farm property, to the city of Burleson. I'd like to give credit to what it is now. I need to credit, of course, my parents and their dream. The city of Burleson officials who worked with them for many months to recognize what a treasure this would be, what an asset it would be for the city to take it on. And then the numerous volunteers, city staff people, all the volunteers through all this time who have helped make it, see my voice cracks, make it what it is today.
It has been so rewarding, so exciting to be able to learn all of the amazing histories and what the farm has to offer. It is very much a hidden gem.
This place is very multifaceted. We have tons of different events and programs where if you're not interested in art per se, You may be out here because your friend is having a baby shower. You might be out here because someone's having a wedding, or you come for our story time program or a donkey's birthday party. There's literally a little bit for everyone, and it's just so peaceful.
That's so cool. So we have a lot of community gardeners that come in, and they maintain their plots. So they rent their plots for the year, and then they can come in anytime during open hours. And I love coming out and just chatting with them because they all grow different things, and they're very passionate about what they do. So I love learning from them. And as you go through, you can see lots of different types.
In 10 years from now, I'd like to see Russell Farms being in a place that families can just come and enjoy the nature, the animals.
I think the word is getting out better of, oh, there's lots of things going on here, including classes and regular art things.
This is a historic property to cultivate history and art. And that is one of the things that really sets Russell Farm Arts Center apart from a lot of other similar properties, similar venues, but it brings to Burleson the ability to immerse yourself in a historic setting and feel perhaps, hopefully, inspired to create.
People who come here, I mean, when you talk about what does art mean to me, you can come and sit, and you don't have to be good at drawing. I certainly started, at baseline, I would say. But you don't have to be good at drawing. You just sit here and doodle. It doesn't matter, but you've got friends that you can sit and talk, and everyone's always just so supportive, and you can, or sit and be quiet if you want. A lot of people kind of have their headphones on maybe, but you make friends, and you sit and learn about, what other people are working on, and talk with them about how life is going sometimes, just anything.
Russell Farm Arts Center is not finished becoming, and neither is Burleson. Improvements are planned, programming is expanding, and the people who love this place are being asked not just to watch it grow, but to help shape it.
I would also like to see more chickens.